Jai Hind and a very good morning to our respected guest speaker, Ms. Sherin Ali, faculty members, and all the students of PGDM Batch 2024 to 2026. I, Anchal Kumari, MC for today, accord you a warm and cordial welcome for the induction program for Batch 2024 to 2026. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our guest, Ms. Sherin Ali. Ma'am, may I have your permission to proceed? Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Sherin Ali is a seasoned and dynamic leader in corporate social responsibility, serving as the Global Lead CSR at WNS Global Services. With a comprehensive background spanning over 9 years in this field, Sherin ma'am is renowned for her expertise in crafting CSR strategies that serve as the heart of the organizations advocating for ethical practices, sustainability, and community engagement. Her educational journey is marked by academic excellence, holding a master's in business administration degree with a specialization in marketing from Oklahoma City University, USA, as well as master's in commerce. Additionally, ma'am also holds a bachelor's degree in education, commerce, and English literature, showcasing her multidisciplinary approach and commitment to continuous learning. Sherin ma'am's career trajectory reflects her versatility and adaptability. Initially beginning as a dedicated school teacher, she seamlessly transitioned into roles focused on business development, networking, and brand building. Her diverse experiences have equipped her with a holistic understanding of organizational dynamics and the importance of CSR in driving sustainable business practices. A standout achievement in Sherin ma'am's career includes representing Oklahoma City University at the prestigious World Business Forum in New York in 2007, underscoring her global perspective and leadership potential. At WNS Cares Foundation, the CSR arm of WNS Global Services, Sherin ma'am leads with passion and purpose, leveraging her expertise to create tangible values through stakeholder engagement initiatives. She is actively involved in global forums promoting the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, demonstrating her commitment to driving positive change on a global scale. She is deeply invested in nurturing the next generation of responsible leaders. Through initiatives like the Vibrant Fellowship Program, she empowers youth to make informed and ethical decisions, ensuring a sustainable future for generations to come. Now, without any further ado, I would like to invite Sherin ma'am to address the young minds present over here.
So I'm actually getting onto a pedestal to address y'all. So once again, very, very good morning to all of you. And hearty congratulations to each one of you to step into the next, the next portal of the journey of your education. Each one of you I can see even while I was sitting, and of course she went a little overboard with the profile. I was thinking you'll cut it short. But I could see the fire, and I can feel the energy in the room. Because everybody sitting here, after traveling your 15 years, have now come into a space where you have decided that you are going to manage things. You're going to, lead from the front. You're going to make decisions that are going to be very important, not only for yourself, for your organization, for your country, and for the globe. So each one of you here is very, very critical, at a very critical stage in your life where you are now going to take the next step. And trust me, these 2 years, it's 2 years, right, the MBA? These 2 years of your coaching over here is only going to take you to the next level, because most of the things you have learned, your 15 years of education have been completed. Now is the time when you're going to get polished. And I feel so humbled when I come and stand. I mean, this is the 3rd or 4th time I'm coming here. I feel so humbled to come and stand here, and it reminds me of my days when I was doing my MBA, and whenever there was an announcement that we have a speaker, and the hunger in our bellies would, strike us, what is the new thing we're going to learn today, right? So before I start getting formally into the presentation, there are two things I would like you to make note of, what will be your takeaway from today? Maybe we will discuss, maybe we will have someone answer us also. What is that takeaway going to be? During the entire presentation also, you can put your point down. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever amount of takeaways you want to do it. It could be just one also. So you can just note it down even while I'm talking. So the takeaway, we should have one takeaway at the end of the session. And I will also ask you to note down another thing once I start the presentation. So I'm happy everybody's got a pen and paper ready. So coming to this organization, usually we say, how's the Josh? Yeah? Old dialogue, but I think it still works. Okay. So let me quickly start. Generally, when I speak, I try to talk to you all about. So because I come from the CSR background, I like to give an overview about what is CSR and stuff like that. But understand one thing, that even when you keep CSR aside, or you keep management aside, because that is the two things we're going to try to marry over here, there is one bottom line that we need to understand, that, like I mentioned, what is it that we are looking at to finally be maybe 5, 10 years from now. Maybe when you have a chance to speak to a college, what is it that you're going to, what is it that you're going to boast about? Not proudly, but what is it that you're going to boast about yourself that you have, covered in these years? Okay? So with that, I will just start with that mindset. I will start presenting. And why I am saying CSR makes ethical citizens and great business leaders. Y'all can see, y'all all can see, right? Okay, yeah. Why do I stress that great business leaders? Because whatever profession you are in, okay, it could be entrepreneurship, it could be, getting into any CXO level jobs, getting into any management jobs. You all are going to lead a business. Anybody can give me the, the definition of business? Anybody, I mean, you can just shoot out anything. And don't be afraid of me. Do I look scary? Yeah.
Bringing in the stakeholders which you have, connecting people, making a team, and then coming out, giving the product in the market.
Okay. Basically, converting an idea into reality and bringing out something tangible that can be used by the world. Perfect. Anybody differs or, yeah?
Jai ma'am, my name is Akshay. This is something which we sell a product to satisfy the need of a customer.
Yes, a product that will satisfy the need of a customer. The product also, the need of the customer. So that is a very key point over there, the need of the customer. Yeah. Okay. An idea which is accepted by the customer. Right. Yeah. Perfect. Any idea that generates profit. Okay. So that is one good idea. Now, yeah.
Ma'am, my name is Karish Verma. I believe business is creating value in exchange of money.
Creating value in exchange of money. Yeah. Okay. So kind of like, related where you do something for an exchange. Yeah. Great. Uh-huh.
Ma'am, serving the society which they are interested in getting profit out of.
Okay. Serving a society for their interest and getting a profit out of it. Yeah. Because, and you have to sustain yourself also. Yeah. Uh-huh.
My name is Ayush. Business is all about profit and serving the product to the people, to the consumer.
Serving the product to the consumer. Okay. So I'm hearing a need, a want, an interest, and then I'm hearing profit, which is most important. Okay, that is exactly what I wanted to come to, because what we do and how we get value is what pushes us, right? Now you will be thinking, Sherin has come here to talk to us. What value is she going to add? It may not be tangible, it may not be in money or in rupees, but what is the value that she's going to add? Some kind of a satisfaction, some kind of a knowledge sharing. Okay? So now there are two things which have come out. You know what? Today I think it's going to be very interesting, because I'm getting a lot of ground from you all only to talk about it. So excellent. So now we have got two things. Okay? We have seen a want, we have seen a need, we have seen interest, and that is something all of us are very, very cognizant of, that, want is there, we are hungry, we are like, we want to wear clothes, we want to eat, drink, there are wants, there are interests where we want to, like, personal or whatever kind of interests. There are needs which are very, like, very niche. I have my colleague Prakash, who has joined us from WNS. Thank you, Prakash. Yeah, so excellent. We have got some very interesting stuff coming in from all of you. And then on the other hand, where we saw the basics, then we saw profit, we saw value, okay? We saw knowledge, satisfaction, okay? So now when I come and say that you are aspiring to become great business leaders, okay, so on one hand you are going to satisfy a need or a want, and on one hand you are going to create value, you are going to create satisfaction. Okay? And why does CSR become a pivot where such basic needs of a human are coming into play? Okay? Why, how does it come? So hold on to your thought. Okay? Hold on to that thought and let me proceed so that we can now see, like, where are we coming from? I can operate it, right? Okay. So let's make it a little easy for you all. Let me talk about a story. It's there on your screen. So there was this guy, this farmer John, and he used to go corn. Sorry for my, what is it called? Slip, yeah. So he used to grow corn, and he was amongst other farms. Generally all the farms stick together and this thing. And he used to grow excellent corn every year. And every year in the markets and all, his corn for the quality would always win accolades. They would always win. So the press reporter, after 2-3 years of observance, came and said, John, what is it that you do different? Okay, what is the difference that you make that, you're able to win a prize for it? So John said, it's very simple. When I go to buy my corn, I pick up 5 extra bags and I distribute it to the corn fields around my field. Because corn grows the best with cross-pollination. If my neighbor is growing good corn, I will be able to get a good corn crop in my field too. But they said, that's competition. Why are you feeding competition? He said, the difference, the extra effort that I make takes me that extra mile to make that difference. But otherwise, unless my ecosystem is flourishing, I cannot flourish. Okay? I know everybody's got something going on in your mind. But maybe 3 people can answer me. What are the aspects John was covering? What are the aspects of business John was covering here? You all gave me definitions of business and So what are the aspects of business? Yeah. Moral ethics, fair competition. Yeah.
Jai ma'am, my name is CSR Head. Ma'am, here ma'am, John was trying to bring that change, ma'am. Like working on the cross-pollination, we thought about that so that we can get better
Crops. Yeah.
And he's covering the business risk.
Business risk also is covering. So any of the previous points that we had discussed, like you had spoken about profit, any of those is he covering over here? Yeah. He was taking his competition as a growth. Was he earning profit? He was earning profit? Okay. So by taking some measures, so now what are the 3 things we come to? There was a need. There was a need to grow corn, which he was perfectly performing. There was a want in the market, which he was giving, want to the best quality. Okay. He was taking care of his profits because of the differentiation that he made. He was automatically building his credibility. He was automatically. So it was not that, he was dying to sell or advertising. Because of the quality, he was able to get that value or the profit. So do you think he was covering, when you all spoke to me about business just 5 minutes back, and now when we talk about John, do you think there's any difference in the way he covered business and the way he looked at profit? Yeah? Any difference? Yeah. Perfect. He tried to make it a better place. He was now not taking this as a bread-winning activity. He was taking it more of a passion where he could get the best and give the best and get the best. Okay? Yeah. Quality over quantity, yes. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Very good. He's looking at growing corn as an activity which is going to be more satisfying, which is going to add more value, and in return get the profit. So he's looking at it with a different lens. any this thing in the perspective? Any change in your perspective? Any takeaway that you would like to note over here? Yeah.
Jain ma'am, my name is Pratham Jain, and I think by investing a little in the initial phase, he is able to sustain the quality and the as well as the quantity and profitability.
Perfect. So, what did you say your name was? What did your name was?
Pratham Jain.
Pratham. Very good. So now Pratham has given us a very different aspect now. Sit down, beta. Sit down, ma. Pratham has given us another aspect. By investing a little more, so that investment may not have been very clever for other farmers. So why are you buying 5 extra bags? You're wasting money, you're cutting out of your profit. But that investment is what has given him the higher returns, or the brand value, or the capability. So a lot of times we feel, why should we invest more? And then, so a typical business house will say, okay, put 10 rupees, ensure that you're getting 15 rupees. Ensure that the profit is 15 rupees. So 5 rupees has to be a profit. John thought, let me invest 12 rupees. Let me get 15. Let the profit be 3. But the value addition keeps growing. Does it make sense? Now again, how does CSR come here? CSR becomes that 2 rupees investment. 10 rupees ka 15 rupiya banana. Investment of 12 and making 15. CSR is that 2 rupees. Now you will say, Sherin, are you mad? Why are you cutting down our profit by 3 rupees? By 2 rupees. Jahan 10 ka 15 ban sakta hai. Why are you cutting down my profit by 2 rupees and say, be happy with 3 rupees? That is not what my management college is going to teach me. And that is not how I am going to become a great manager. Right? But when we talk about value, when we talk about brand, when we talk about ethics, when we talk about a long-term journey, that is where those 2 rupees will become very, very important for you to then rise from 10 to 15 to 17 to 20 to 25. But that 2 rupees investment becomes your foothold and the goodwill that you will be earning in the market. So I've tried to give you the CSR scenario with a John story. Of course, there's a lot to it. Do you all have a CSR subject as such? Next semester? In the final? Okay. Okay. So maybe I will not do any information overload right now because you will be learning. But if you have these slight line, if you can remember this story, or if you can, have a slight this thing on creating value. So when you are becoming business people, you are actually creating value, right? Okay. So CSR is all about all that. Okay? And as a definition, it is the ethical and responsible behavior towards the stakeholders. Now again, if you go back to John, what was the ethical behavior? That he was trying to make his ecosystem strong. He was trying to give the best seeds to his competitors. Responsibility was also there. That the entire ecosystem is growing with me, not me alone. Okay? And when you say value addition, we've just discussed. Society's sustainability and development. Obviously, when the crop quality keeps increasing, your farming also becomes more sustainable over the period. Right? So that is all the definitions of CSR we could probably enumerate with that one story. You all are making notes or anything? Should I? How do I go back? So these you all can get anywhere. I mean, the definitions of CSR is, and now it is 2014, it was implemented. 2013, the law was passed. So it's been 10 years, 10 glorious years of CSR. So things have evolved, things have changed a lot. Okay. Now let's come to the fun part, or maybe the more important part. Because now all of y'all have taken admission, y'all have joined the college, y'all are all ready to get into the next phase of your life, management students. Nostalgia for me. So what is the purpose of education? Actually, I'm enjoying this class. They are like, very receptive. What is the purpose of education? Yeah. So grow yourself, stand at a different place. Okay. Inculcate those. Yeah. Perfect. Very good. I'll do a little more of girls for this question. I'll come to you all. Yeah. Can you all hear? Can everybody hear what she's saying? Yeah. Perfect. Respectful position in society. Great. The girls are giving me all the good answers, huh? Knowledge and identity. Perfect. Yeah, you just stood up and sat down. Yeah. Give. Get and give. Okay. You know what? As it is, I was 15 minutes late. So I don't think I can pull you all for very long. But yes, some perspectives from the boys. Yeah. To know yourself and yeah. Prakash, these are all Gen Zs. Yeah, yeah, very good, very good. I was expecting some very prophetic answers. Very good, excellent, yeah. To grow in our life, okay. To grow in our life. You all agree to grow in your life? The girls have given me fantastic answers, and I think all of them are thinking of the same, yeah? Perfect. Education to make ourselves better and representable as in society. Ah, I wish I could talk to each one of you. Yeah. Homo sapiens to social? Wow. Excellent. You'll have to change your subjects. I mean, what I learned, I did my MBA in 2006. What I learned and what you guys are saying is not matching at all. Fantastic. Yeah, one more last. Yeah, you. Excellent. So my presentation will be of no use to y'all. Gen Zs, great. Sit down. So you have told everything that I wanted to tell you. You have told everything. You have thought of everything that I wanted to tell you. So let's see how relevant these things become in our actual journey. See, because we may think a lot of things. We may know what is right and wrong, and we may be of the mindset, but let's see what becomes. So before that, let me just tell you, okay. So purpose of education, if I see, I mean, the primary thing on your minds would be maybe a job or a career. Primary, that cannot be moved away. And the primary objective of getting a job and career is earning money, being a leader, have power, get luxuries. You all agree with those points? And those are basic and those are like, those are required. So now coming to the middle, your thoughts. See the next box that has come up now? Passion, love to do. Are you going to really be passionate? Are you really going to innovate and create? Are you going to be conscious of the cause and effect? Now this is very important, the cause and effect. And are you going to inspire others? So maybe that box is what John was doing. While the earning money and all is the basic, the things that you all spoke about initially, the need, the want, and then that box is what is going to make you different, which is going to make every student from IIEBM different, because now you are thinking of something different. To satisfy the same thing, we are not moving your jobs away, we are not moving your careers away, the basic needs of earning, luxury, power, but not at the cost of others. So somebody said that you Homo sapiens coming into social, this thing. Someone said creating value for, the betterment. The girls, of course, were hitting it so close where they said, we are developing to become better selves. And obviously, when we become our better selves, we also make this thing. So now at this point, I would like you to write 2 purposes. Don't worry about what you are writing. Don't worry about whether it is going to be right or wrong. Write 2 purposes in your life that you see as a human being, maybe 10 years from now, 15 years from now, where you will be making the difference. What is it? It could be very unrelated to MBA also. It could be maybe, you are working for, let me not put any words in your mouth. It could be just anything. What is your purpose? Just 2 things. And you're not going to show this to anybody. I'm not going to see it. It is your statement. You can change it. You can amend it. But at this point in time, what is coming into your mind, if you can write it down. So we have come to the most critical part of the session, where you have now penned down your purpose, because this is something we rarely do. We rarely put our desires, our ambitions, our motives, we rarely pen them down. Right? How many of you remember in your last 15 years that have you all written something that I'll be at the Himalayan base camp on December 2024? You have? You have written? Great. You have written? Yeah. Does it help? It does? It does help? Does it help? Who else has written down? Yeah, oh good. I'm telling you, ma'am, this is a Gen Z crowd. I'll have to change my approach. So penning it down at this stage will give you a perspective of your next 2 years. Okay? Whatever specialization that you pick up, whatever attitude, see, because sometimes education seems as if it's a whole lot of mugging, it's a whole lot of learning, and there is a lot of paperwork, there's a lot of projects. It always seems like that, right? Mere ko raat ko I'll have to burn the oil, and I have to stay awake, and even in my chuttis I will not be able to get my, this thing. But this will change the perspective of that entire thing, of the entire 2 years. Your purpose, and please revisit whenever you want. Keep this page as on your hostel wall or on a book or wherever. Revisit if you want to change it, change it. But this is the perspective which will take you through these 2 years with a completely different perspective. You will now be learning things with your perspective, with your purpose. You will start aligning everything. Now, suppose I want to, go to a restaurant, okay? And I'm searching for restaurants and I'm searching for different these things and all. And my purpose is to have a great Chinese lunch, okay? So when I have my purpose clear, my search becomes so much more, it becomes so much more focused. It becomes so much more accurate. And you start enjoying that path. So when you're looking for Chinese restaurants in Waka or this, that, you're actually enjoying that process because you know your purpose. And suppose you don't know, khana hai, kya kare? See the amount of time that will be wasted, the amount of energy, the amount of mind, you're then getting stressed, you're getting all that you can avoid with these 2 purposes. Add on if you want. Make it 3 for add on if you want. But understand one thing, that this is what is going to take you smooth sailing in the next 2 years. Every subject, economics, accounts, organizational behavior, everything will have a completely different meaning to you. Because now you know that, what is the purpose? Why are you actually learning this? How is it going to satisfy your want, need, your value? How are you going to create that? Everything is going to fall in perspective. I'll come back. I'll come back to meet you when you come in your final year. In fact, Prakash will be also introducing, maybe later, not today, maybe later, he will introduce a fellowship program also, which they can take up in the second semester and all, which is actual on-ground work and where you actually start working with societies and all. But we will do that a little later. But that perspective is going to really make a lot of difference. So now with that perspective, when I talk about this slide again will put your perspective in place, everything that you study, because the stakeholder is what is surrounded around you. You may be an individual, but everything that surrounds you is what makes the difference in your life, right? As an individual, you cannot really survive. There is only so much that you can do. But with your surroundings, and those are the stakeholders. Every time go back to John's story, who are the stakeholders, who are the beneficiaries, how are they all going in the same direction? And unless you're, suppose 3 of you are planned to go to maybe Lonavala next weekend. All 3 of you have to agree, right? Okay, we'll go by train. We'll go at 8 o'clock. We'll, stop here or whatever. All the 3 will align and then you will move forward. If she says, nahi, train nahi yaar, we'll go by Ola. And she says, no, train is good. Where will that stop? Your entire thing will just stop there because movement will become very difficult. But same thing in business. Even if you're moving, you're not moving in the right direction. You're not making, so many businesses when they're failing, what's going wrong? Is the product bad? Is it not being advertised? Is it not of good quality? Everything comes in the mind that what is going bad? If your studies are not going good in the first semester, if you don't get marks, understand, what is going wrong? Are the stakeholders in alignment? Your stakeholders will be completely different though. Are the stakeholders in alignment? And if they're in alignment, there is no reason to fail. And unless the stakeholders, so every business house, if you'll go and research, every business house that has failed, or wherever there are companies that have shut down, have definitely ignored the stakeholder involvement. The community around you, the environment around you, the product quality, the financiers who are giving you support, the customer satisfaction, each and everything is of prime importance for anything to pass. And you can put this in any scenario. Put it in your education, Who are your stakeholders? Parents? Teachers? Friends? Bank? Exactly. Who is financing you? Books? Notes? Your teachers? And maybe a one odd Shirin. Yourself, yes. You are the center. You are the center for everything. Understand? And a lot of these psychological and the mindfulness and everybody says you are the center. Close your eyes, there's nobody around you. Open your eyes, there are 400 people. Right? So you are the prime, your stakeholder approach. So every time you think of any failure in your life, don't get deterred. Because something is not in alignment. Something is not in alignment. Get it into alignment immediately. Okay, I will not go too much in this because when I talk about yeah. Your own discipline, yeah. Your exercise in the morning, Zumba in the evening. So those are absolutely very important. Gen Zs. I told you. And you'll see more about. So, ma'am, I'm not going deeper into corporate social responsibility today. Maybe next time when I come, this thing, just understand there's something called United Nations Sustainability Development Goals, which are working for the world over globally. Most of us are working towards them. So when you work towards a particular direction, all the energy put together makes a lot of impact. If everybody is doing everything different, so when I spoke about CSR, suppose John said that, you know what, I won't buy those 5 bags. I'll go and feed those 3 guys in front of the church. Would that have made a difference? Would that have made a difference? 3 beggars, one odd time, I go and feed them. Not really, no. Rather, he would have given those 3 guys some jobs on the farms that would have been better. So the Sustainable Development Goals, think of it as a place where we are all working towards a larger impact. Not one odd activities. Of course, I won't say don't be kind, that is something very important. Everyday life, when you meet each other, greet each other, help each other, all those things are a daily, and those are also not one of, those are daily requirements. But doing good on a larger scale, aligning to these 17 goals is something that will, have more. These are all available on the Google. Okay, so you all can, wherever you want, whenever you want to go back and see what is it you can do. Of course, we from Prakash and me from WNS, we are working towards education. That is the 4th Sustainable Development Goal, where we touch base with underprivileged children, underprivileged schools, and we try and create learning centers for them, giving them computer labs and stuff like that, where it's a continuous growth. So from KG to 10th, a child is being exposed to computer, and they're like any other big school, they are also getting the this thing. And then we are seeing the impact over the 10 years, where they are able to now continue studies, pick up jobs and stuff like that. So that is the space where we are working in. And we do a lot of additional, support in that, where we conduct real life skills for health and hygiene, for communication and all that. Of course, that is a different topic. Maybe Prakash can come and talk to you all about that. But I'm just saying how we need to actually focus. Right now, you guys as students need to focus on your education. What are the stakeholders of the education? Where are things not aligned? Align them together. Keep doing good. Keep those basic things, the basic values that you guys are holding. You already have them. And just hold on to that and keep moving forward. This is a very interesting story which can help you all for years to come. So can anybody very quickly tell me the story? See, I've got only 5 minutes more. Yeah, very fast, like a news reporter. Shh. Uh-huh. Huh. The water came up and he was. So, first thing is that crow was thirsty. He wanted water. He saw a situation where the water was there, but it was not available. It was not reaching his beak. Then he put in a little bit of, sit down, beta. Then he put in a little bit of his acumen and he found some stones. He put them in the water rose, and he was able to drink the water. And what was the final thing that was the final satisfaction? Quenched his thirst, got enough strength to fly away. So you have to be mindful of what your ultimate impact needs to be. You're taking off? Yeah. Yeah, please. So the ultimate impact, now don't get worried why she's going. So the ultimate impact should be in your mind. And then you start looking for the resources. Ultimate impact is what? 95% in MBA? What is your ask, ma'am? Nothing. Perfect. So ultimate impact is very good. I'm so happy, ma'am, you said it. Be at ease. It's not the percentage, it's what you learn. And that is what those purpose lines are going to take you. So the marks will come in place. Don't worry. What you learn, how you develop. So that is the ultimate impact. What are the resources available? How do you utilize the resources? और ऐसा नहीं है कि resources available तो है. There's a pot of water. Pot of water is there, but how many stones are you putting in that? What is your input to what level? To what level? तुमने 4 stone डाल दिया, बोला हाँ मैंने कर लिया. But did the water reach your beaks? 10 stone डाला, water reached the beaks. But did you drink it? चलो पी लिया. Did you drink enough to give you the strength to move? So this story from our KG class is really giving us some kind of an insight. Yeah? That it doesn't stop there. Your vision doesn't stop. Okay? Now what if the stones were not there? What if they were only mud lumps? Do you think it would have served the purpose of the crow? Huh? It would have served? वो मट्टी चूस लेता ना पानी. No? So then he would have had to think different. So you guys also have to understand that resources available or making them available is also part of your job. If they were mud, these things, then maybe he would have had to think about breaking the pot. Right? Maybe he would have had to think about breaking the pot and, collecting water in some other way. Maybe saying a hypothetical situation. So depending on... This makes sense? Yeah? Okay, I will not go much into this, but I will just say, okay. So, just to, I skipped a few slides in the interest of time, but I was just trying to reiterate one thing. That whenever you find time, look at the companies who are doing well. Look at the organizations who have risen to the next level. At the same time, look at the organizations who have not gone to the next level. Okay? So you will try and get a very good insight into where are things going wrong. Okay? Because in the beginning of the session, I told you, 10 रुपए का चीज कमा रहे हो, 10 रुपए का चीज है, 15 में बेचोगे, you will get 15 rupees, you will get a 5 rupees profit. But I told you to invest 2 rupees. But I told you to cut down your profits. Now try and research whether cutting down those profits is going to be great in the long run, or should you just do 10 to 15. Okay? And also, most importantly, I think almost all the answers I got in today's session is that we need to create value. we need to develop. We need to become better versions of ourselves. That is the primary. The impact, the passion, these are the things which need to become primary in our mind. And the purpose, the power of purpose is when you are able to align your passion with your profession. That is why I'm saying again and again, when you write your purpose, align your education with your purpose. Align the next 2 years with your purpose. If you have a doubt, reach out to me. She will give you my number. I'm there on LinkedIn. You can find me there also. Align your purpose with your passion. Now, this is a very interesting slide. Actually, I did upgrade myself. I was talking of millennials, and now I'm talking of Gen Zs. So, 93% of people looking for jobs are that which impact society. Can you see that whooping number? It's there on Google, you can search it out. 77% work-life balance, 77% diversity and inclusion, 70% health, only 63% on competitive salaries. Can you believe it? How insignificant profit has become in the face of value. So those 2 rupees investment will take you a very long way. Will take you a very long way rather than not investing those 2 rupees. And when John said that if I have to grow good corn, I need to help others grow good corn too. Ma'am, I'll give 2 minutes for any questions and then we'll end. Any questions you'll have, please, we'll take. No, I'm going back. While you all can read this, I'll any questions from you all, please. If there are no questions, then I'll quickly get 10 people to answer me for the takeaways. I will select the person. I hope you all have noted down your takeaways. Yeah? I will just select randomly. Okay? If anybody's got something very interesting, then we can think about it. Yeah. You'll have to keep looking at me now. Yeah. Takeaway? We need to listen. Just 2 more minutes. Purpose is your takeaway from today's session? Great. Okay. That you need to have a purpose? Perfect. If you want purpose. Okay. Don't read out the purpose to me. Don't read out the purpose to me. Tell me the takeaway from today's session. I don't want to listen to anybody. That purpose was fantastic. But don't give me a purpose. Just give me the takeaway, what you have learned from today. So you said purpose. Okay. Yeah. Good planning. Good pre-planning. Great. I will just randomly select, okay? Yeah. Be committed to society, sustainability and development. Perfect. Which gives both your individual as well as organizational development. Yeah. I think I've come to you too many times. So I'm leaving this place now. Yeah. I've had a...
I learned that investing that 2 rupees extra will take you far away in the university.
Investing that extra effort to take part. Yeah.
But it's all about intentions. What we intend.
Excellent. For the long-term growth or whatever it is.
Excellent.
So it is all about intention.
Excellent. Excellent.
She's got a new point. What is the intent? Intent. Fantastic. Fantastic. I mean, you guys are really rolling me on. Yeah.
Ma'am, giving as much as important to the process as you give to our
Okay.
process matters, ma'am.
Okay. The process to reach the goal. Perfect. Perfect. I want to see some face. Then.
Importance of CSR.
What is CSR? What is the full form of CSR? Corporate social responsibility. Okay, great. So how corporate social responsibility becomes a part of your life? Yeah.
Then, ma'am, Ajab Chand this side. As you said, we are the future leaders and business for tomorrow. So, from this session, as you said, the topic was CSR. So, we have learned the responsibilities that what the business should provide to the society, just like responsibility towards society, responsibility towards consumer, responsibility towards
Overall, the
stakeholders,
stakeholders.
responsibility towards creditors and suppliers, this type of things.
All that. Yeah.
Yeah. Adding value to yourself so that you can add value to the world.
Adding value to yourself so that you can add value. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Been smiling, so I just take advantage of her. But I think most of y'all have got the point, okay? And like I told you, ma'am, I will be coming back after they finish their second semester, or maybe when they are in the second semester. And trust me, every time when I come in the first semester and when I come back, you guys look so different. They groom so beautifully. That is the best thing I like about this college. Each one of you will be looking so different. I won't even remember that he was talking about profit last time. So so wish you all the best. Start your academic journey in your business management with full thrust. You have a purpose now. You have written it down. You know how to go about it. You've got so many mentors and you know how to reach out and how to reach there. Okay, so wish you all the best. Thank you so much for your patient listening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your invaluable lessons. I would like to express my sincerest gratitude to you, ma'am, for conducting this remarkable session. The learnings about power of purpose, its alignment with passion and education, business, motivation, goal setting, and many more will surely be remembered by our future leaders. Thank you once again, ma'am, and we look forward for your next visit to our campus again.